Hey, how you doing there again, folks? Me again, of course, Brandon Wenzel, coming back at you with another offering off of my Sampler Platter. Yes, indeed, folks. This is a video series that I do, if you're not familiar, where I go over there and I try out different food and drink items and stuff like that. Usually they're either new products or maybe they're obscure or foreign or sometimes just completely new to me. Things like that. Sometimes I do little restaurant reviews and stuff like that, which really I should do more of. I haven't done one in quite some time, but, I'll get to it eventually, I guess. But yeah, so that's what this whole thing is about. I go over there, I yammer on about the things that I try. Maybe it's helpful on like a consumer level or something like that. Like if I think it's terrible, then you don't have to partake in it. I don't know. Whatever people get from it, good on you. So, folks, by the way, I'm coming at, for anyone who might have watched my other videos, coming at it from a little bit different angle today. I changed my setup a little bit because I kind of needed the space for those of you who watch my other videos or know me in person. I have hamsters. I started with 2, and then about a week ago I got my 3rd, and then literally just yesterday I got my 4th. My sweet little Chinese dwarf hamster, Zin Sui, and so he's literally right behind like the camera and everything like that. That's where his setup is. So I had to kind of bring things forward so that I could still position it. So that's why Peter Cannon Thunderbolt poster isn't quite as evident because my head's sort of in the way now. But we've still got shitty, awful ladder. That's not going anywhere, folks. Actually, it might, depending on what I end up doing today. I might actually end up clearing out some of the stuff in this room. But we'll see. You don't care about that. Anyway, folks, so what am I trying for you today? Well, you already saw the, the thing. Boom! Yes, indeed, folks. With its, fancy styrofoam netting and everything, it's an apple pear. I have no idea, folks. Yeah, I didn't know this existed. I went to, I think it was Target yesterday, right before I went and got my new hamster friend. And I went there for a movie, which, by the way, if you're, I'm just looking at part of the hamster setup. Which, by the way, if you're a cinephile like myself, which is, I like movies, nothing sexual about it. Yeah, man, it's getting real rough out there. If you actually enjoy physical media, yeah, I went to Target and like their whole like movie section was like gutted. And then after that, I actually went to Best Buy as my second option because I figured if nothing else, they would have the movie I was looking for. The movie in question was the 1990s The Phantom, by the way, because they recently did a new, well, not a new, but a re-release of the Blu-ray. One of my hamsters is saying hello. Hello, Ursa. Yeah, hey, Ursa. How you doing, bud? Would you like a treat? I bet you would like a treat. Because you are a silly hamster. Oh, bud? Yeah. He likes treats. Any opportunity to get the hamsters in there. Stay. But yeah, like I was saying, yeah, they've really gutted their movie sections. And I mean, I get it, like physical media is, nowhere near as prominent as it was even just a few years ago, obviously with streaming sites and stuff. But man, does that suck for people like me, because I have streaming sites. I have like Amazon Prime. I have like the YouTube one. I don't have Netflix or anything like that, because with Amazon I can justify it because I get like free shipping and all that stuff and everything. And the YouTube one doesn't cost me very much, I don't think. Yeah, so with like Netflix and stuff like that, I just don't want to pay for that. But anyway, so Uh, where was I going with that? But yeah, so the apple pear. But yeah, like I said, I found this at Target. Came in a little plastic case with three of them. Like I said, no idea, folks. I have never had an apple pear. I didn't know that this uh, chimera of fruit existed. I mean, it makes sense. I know they can go over there and do, um, they can like go over there and crossbreed stuff and everything. I guess this is that. Like apples and pears are pretty close together. I think like fruit wise, they're like cousins or something like that. So, yeah, apple pear. Um, I like both apples and pears. I'm actually a big pear guy. So I'm interested to see how this goes. I haven't had apple or a pear in quite a while, though I've had it in stuff. But yeah, I mean, I'm hopeful. I can't smell too much. Sorry, folks. Yeah, I'm just got grody stuff in me. I'm not even sick. I'm just like, I only woke up maybe like an hour ago, which is why I'm like still a little bit out of it and everything. So, but I wanted to get this out of the way, especially since it's very perishable. Like most of the things that I do on this show are pretty. I can leave them for quite a while. I've got some stuff that I've had for over a month now, but with this, it's fruit. I need to get with the fruit. So, usually I like to tell a story or something to associate myself with the item. In the case with this, obviously, I've never had an apple pear before, so I can't go off of that. Uh, but at least in regards, I mean, I've had plenty of apples and plenty of pears in my time. Um, I don't know if I have a good like pear story per se, but I do remember. I'll always distinctly remember the the first time that I ever had pear soda. I love soda. For anyone who's watched my channel, you probably already know that. Though I don't drink nearly as much of it as I used to, thankfully. But they used to have this place called the Eagle Supermarket over where I grew up in St. Charles, Illinois. Um, and I don't know if it was a chain or if it was just the one, but it was there for quite a while. Eventually got out by or bought out by Butera, and then now I don't know what it is, but I don't think it's even a supermarket anymore. Anyway, they had vending machines in there, and they had this one from like some independent company, which I don't even know how the hell they would have had like vending machines uh, to go over there and put out. But they had all these like cool flavors and stuff that you didn't typically see. Say pear and peach and like tropical pineapple stuff. So, and I remember the pineapple is my favorite. I love pineapple, but the pear was exceptionally good too. So, anyway, I'm gonna try some apple pear now. Apple pear. I don't. Okay, this has got to be the top, right? Because it's got like the stem thing. I've been looking at it from the asshole end of things. Hopefully this is good. I got two more of them after this, so. Okay. Um, kind of hard to see it texture-wise. It's definitely more pear than apple in terms of the internal texture. Uh, like that's pretty much straight up pear. Um, huh. The crunch though, and the skin texture is more like an apple. Very juicy. So I go over there and molest this freaking thing with my tongue. Hmm. It's not bad. Um, I'll be honest though. It's not as good as I was hoping. It kind of... For me, I think the problem is that it doesn't... Well, it has, like, the texture aspects of it and everything. It doesn't really have, like, from a flavor perspective, it doesn't have the same strengths as either an apple or a pear. I also wonder if this might just be the name of a pear. I think it's just called an apple pear because it looks like an apple. That might be the case. It definitely seems more like a pear. Yeah, I mean, like if I'm judging it off pear standards, uh, it would be an okay pear. Very crunchy, very juicy. Um, but taste-wise, it doesn't really make me think pear. It just doesn't have that same flavor profile that you normally get from a pear. It's a little bit different. And for me, that's unfortunate because I really like that pear taste. Uh, it's and it's kind of muted tasting, honestly. Um, Compared to like some apples and pears that I've had, um, which are really flavorful, and obviously, you know, they breed all different, well, cultivate all different kinds of all all kinds of apples and stuff like that for like different sweetness levels and things like that. So maybe that's more what I'm going off of. Yeah, I mean it's fine. Um, doing the job of a fruit, but I don't really feel like this one's very special. I'm definitely going to eat the other two, especially since I'm trying to eat more fruit and vegetables anyway. Uh, but I don't know. I was expecting something really pretty spectacular out of this, and yeah, it's just kind of C plus B minus range. It's kind of like right on that edge. It's definitely still tasty, but nothing amazing. Yeah, it's just kind of unremarkable. Um, would I recommend it? Sure. If you're a fruit person, definitely give it a shot. Oh, versus being all chunky and silly. I was going to do another review after this, but since he's being all silly, I'm definitely going to go over there and hang out with my little hamster friend. But yeah, I mean, definitely give it a shot. Maybe your takeaway will be better than mine. Maybe there's better apple pears out there. But I forget how much I paid for like the three. And I don't think you could buy just one at a time. So, I mean, like I said, maybe give it a shot, but I wouldn't go out of my way for it. It's nothing spectacular in my opinion. Yeah. Okay. Well, folks, that's it for me and the apple pear. My chonky hamster over there. Yeah, I guess I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sign off on that one. So if you could, folks, do 5 things for me. Number 1, go there and have yourself a fantastic rest of your day. Number 2, have yourself a wonderful rest of your week. Number 3, have a spectacular rest of your month. Number 4, sorry, my brain is still trying to totally catch up. Number 4, have yourself a stupendous rest of your year. Number 5, you could go over there and have an absolutely kick-ass life. That would be fantastic, folks, especially if you're out there doing good things, all that stuff. Good times. And then just 2 last things for me, folks. You could go over there. You can try to bring some positivity into the world, regardless of whether or not you're eating apple pears or pear apples or whatever. Which, by the way, I'm sure there probably are other like chimera fruits, if that's even what this is. Yeah, man, let's get on that. I mean, I'd be interested to see that whole thing. Excuse me. But yeah, try to bring some positivity in the world if you can. That's fantastic. If you can't, hey, don't hold it against yourself. Sometimes you just can't. But nothing else. Try not to be an asshole. Sometimes you can't help it. It's just gonna happen. But most of the time, And then the last thing, folks, if you could go over there and just do the thing. Whatever the thing is for you, if it's hanging out with your silly, chubby hamster who's over there drinking, he's all fat and adorable. You're eating apple pears, you're doing the whole thing. Whatever you're doing, just, whatever it is for you that is that thing, go out and do that thing. As long as it's something good for people and all that good stuff. So, anyway, folks, that's me. That's my long-winded apple pear video. I'm going to go hang out with my chubby hamster now. Bye!